There's one habit millionaires follow that will definitely help you reach 100,000 euros faster than you ever thought possible. Without it, you will keep earning, but never actually grow your savings, no matter how hard you work. Thanks to it, one of my clients tripled his savings in just 1 year, without sacrificing his lifestyle. So in this video, I'm going to show you what this habit is and how you can use it to save your first 100,000 euros. Take this client that 1 year ago came to me completely frustrated. He had a good salary, a stable job, and was living comfortably in a nice apartment. But after 4 years of working, he looked at his saving and saw 14,000 euros. That's it. 4 years of work and barely anything to show for it. He was confused, frustrated, and he kept thinking, what the hell am I doing wrong? I'm making good money, but where is it all going? Every month felt the same for him. Money came in, he'd pay his normal expenses, and by the end of the month, nothing left to save. All his money just disappeared without him knowing where it went. He wasn't living crazy or being reckless, just a normal life, you know. But somehow his savings weren't growing, and he had no idea why. He came to me looking for answers, and when I looked at how he was managing his money, I noticed something. So I had him change one single thing in the way he was using his money. What happened next was incredible. In just 1 year, same salary, no raise, same life, he went from 14,000 euros to 50,000 euros. He saved 36,000 euros in a single year, when in the previous 4 years combined, he had saved just 14. When we spoke recently, he told me he couldn't believe how fast his money was growing, and how easy it actually is to save now. But the thing that excited him the most was this. Before, he was on track to take about 17 years to reach 100,000 euros. Now, it will take him just 3. And thanks to that, he'll soon be able to buy his dream house, without worrying about having the money to pay for it. So what's this change that made all this possible? Most people do this. They receive their salary, they pay their expenses, and by the end of the month, they save what's left, which is usually not much. What my client changed was the order. He received his salary, then immediately saved and invested part of it, and then lived on what was left. That's what millionaires do. It's the habit of paying yourself first, before all other expenses. Sounds simple, right? You might have heard of it, you might even know you should do it, but you're still not doing it. And if that's you, it's usually because of one of these reasons. Maybe your income and expenses vary every month. Maybe you have different priorities and don't know how much should go where. Maybe you're afraid of restricting yourself too much and not having enough money in case of need. Or maybe you've tried before, but stopped after a few months. The key is figuring out which one is blocking you and finding the right starting point that feels comfortable for your situation. Because in the beginning, the most important part isn't getting the perfect percentage. It's simply starting the habit. Once you start, you can adjust, you can increase, optimize, but you have to start first, because this is a habit that changes everything. When you wait until the end of the month to save, life always gets in the way. There's always something that needs to be paid for, always a reason the money is already spent. And since your money is sitting in your account, it's just too easy to use it. But when you save your money first, that money is already gone. It's not in your account. It's not tempting you. It's not available for emergencies that aren't real emergencies. And because of that, your brain becomes more attentive to not wasting money on useless stuff. That's exactly what my client felt. He naturally adjusted because he had less available in his account, and so he became more careful without ever feeling like he was sacrificing anything. So how do you start paying yourself first? Step 1. Look at your last 3 months of expenses. Categorize everything into fundamentals, so rent, bills, insurance, groceries, everything you need to live. Savings, investments, and guilt-free money. This is your fun money. This shows you how you're using your money right now and how much you can realistically save without making drastic changes. We're not trying to make you feel miserable. We want this to feel easy and sustainable. Step 2. Decide your savings rate. There's no magic rule, but a good rule of thumb is the 15% rule. 15% to savings and 15% to investments. Now, maybe that's too much, and that's okay. Start with 5% or 10%. What matters most, again, is to start somewhere you can sustain and build from there. My client actually started higher than 15% because he realized he could after analyzing his spending. But it might still feel difficult because you want to split it perfectly for your goals, and the 15% rule doesn't take that into account. So here's my general guideline. If you already have good savings, emergency fund covered, and a decent salary, and your goal is to build wealth, then most of your money should go to investments. If your goal is to buy a house soon, focus on savings for the down payment, but keep a small part for long-term investments. If you have high interest debt or no emergency fund, focus first on eliminating debt and building that foundation. Investments can wait until then. The secret is percentages matter less than understanding your priority right now and starting to set money aside. Finally, pay yourself first. The day after your salary arrives, move the money to your savings and investments accounts. Every single month. No exceptions. No, I will do it later. No, just this once. This is non-negotiable. And to make it even easier, automate it. Most banks allow automatic transfers, so set it up for the day after payday. Once it's automated, you don't even have to think about it. Your savings grow automatically every single month without effort. When you implement this habit, here's what changes. You will buy a house years earlier. You will retire early instead of working until you're old. You will have options instead of feeling stuck. You will feel confident about your financial future, knowing your wealth is growing automatically, even when you're not thinking about it. But here's the thing. This habit is just one piece of building real wealth and freedom. Even if you save perfectly, there are still financial traps that can destroy everything you've built. For example, this same client who now wants to buy a house almost made a mistake that would have cost him over 100,000 euros. We caught it in time, because we talked about it, but most people don't. That's why it's critical to know how to handle these traps if you want to actually reach your financial goals. So if you want to know how to avoid them, I've made another video where I go through the major traps Europeans face and what to do about them, so you can reach 100,000 euros in savings and grow it even further.